Right, what's up guys? It's me. Um, a couple days ago I posted this an Instagram quiz, or also on Facebook. I reposted on Facebook about doing my skincare routine. So the whole reason for me asking that was because I've been getting a lot of compliments on my skin lately, so I really appreciate it. And I have also been getting a lot of questions about what I do for skincare, or what I use for skincare. And I was thinking, and what I've been doing is just telling people like, oh, this is what I use. And then I realized it's probably a lot better for me to just kind of like show all of my products and like how I use it. And that way I'm not just like doing like a whole block of text like, oh, this is what I do with this. And so yeah, now I did ask that like a couple of days ago, and I feel kind of bad because I said, oh, I've recorded a video. Well, so after I thought about doing the block of text, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do the video and then I'm gonna put this out and then just kind of be like the end of it. Well, I rewatched that video and I realized that I had my camera actually set up down in another spot where it had like view upwards, but the thing is, it wasn't very flattering because when I would bend down it would show like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing here really, but it wasn't very flattering, and I just didn't want to keep like flashing cleavage all the time because it's just not here for that. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna re-record this. And then so yesterday, since I mean I do my skincare routine pretty much every night, and or my night skincare routine at night, and I was like, oh, okay, well, let me go ahead and, you know, I was recording it on my phone, and you know, I'm gonna try something different and let me record it on one of my nicer cameras, which is actually what I'm recording on today. And I took it out of the case, so I'm still unpacking because it just moved on Friday. Like, I'll talk about that in a minute. But I was unpacking everything and I turned the camera on and it was dead. And I'm like, oh, well, I have this other camera, which is this one that I'm using today, and I unpacked it and it was also dead. So I'm like, well, okay, well, you know, now that I have an opportunity to try to re-record this, I can't even record it on a nicer camera, and, you know, just not gonna deal with my phone. So I charged it last night, overnight, and today it has a full battery, and it's I'm recording on a nicer camera, so that works out a lot better. But yeah, so if you guys have been keeping up, I just moved to a new apartment. It happened really quickly. It was like within a week. And it's kind of been, I literally cried on the first day moving in because it was so stressful, and I was not human, and Mercury was in retrograde, so I'm not gonna go into that. But it's been a process, but I'm almost unpacked with everything. But yeah, so anyways, the main purpose of this video is so I can talk about my skincare routine. Again, I just want to go into saying thank you very much to everybody that gave me some compliments. Now I have to say that this is really just, I'm just starting out, I feel, into skincare, because there's so many products out there. And then so right now, so like now is July 2019, this is what's working for my skin right now. And so it may be a month from now I find something else to replace something, and I actually have done that, and I'll talk about that as I go through the whole process. But I found some products work better for me, and then so it may be that it'll happen, and if it does, then maybe like a year from now I'll record a new one, because apparently I can record a video 3 times, or 3 videos in 3 nights, because whatever. So before I get into washing my face, I want to talk about my skin a little bit, because I feel that's pretty much the whole purpose of this. So I have a combination skin. So I have a normal dry I have normal dry skin within my cheeks and my chin area, and then I have an oily T-zone. And so for me, whenever I do my skincare, I really have certain products focus on different parts of my skin. And since you only have one face for like the rest of your life, it's really, I feel like it's really important. And I've, you know, reading just all the sciencey stuff behind it, it's really important to just take care of your skin. So I'm trying to get into it now, and then, you know, hopefully it'll pay off in like 50 years. But yeah, so yeah, my skin, I have an oily T-zone, so there's a little bit of shine to it. I mean, even here it's a little bit shiny, but yeah, that's how my skin is. I normally throughout the day, if I'm wearing makeup, then I will have blotting paper, and I know that at my old job, that's pretty much like I had a jar of just like, here's my sunscreen. Where is it? My sunscreen. I love this stuff. It's the Tarte Guard 30. It's a powder sunscreen because I have oily skin. I want to just kind of powder that on, and have blotting paper is just to combat the oil here. But I hated it when people would walk up to my desk and I'm literally blotting. I'm like, don't mess with me. I'm either eating or getting the oil off my skin. So those are the two things. But yeah, I don't have to worry about that so much right now. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, I have different products that focus on different parts of my skin, so that's really important. Another thing that I really wanted to bring up, just kind of, you'll notice a lot of the products or the bottles I use are really small. It's because one, I'm cheap, and two, I travel a lot, so I need to have my travel sizes, and I found it more convenient for me to just buy the travel sizes. And if I like leave it somewhere, so if I go somewhere and I brought the full size and I'm like, oh, I can't bring this on the plane with me back, then, you know, I won't feel as bad if I leave a travel size, and that's fine. I mean, I can't justify leaving money somewhere, but just in case it happens, then it won't be so bad. But yeah, so let's get started. Ooh, this is exciting. I just want to give a special shout out to my best friend Andrea for getting me the super cute cat ear headband. I was using a regular pink one and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna start using this. I love this. I don't know if you're supposed to do it, but I wash my face twice after I do my makeup remover wipe. I am a huge fan of, this is like the cheapest stuff, but cheapest, but it's the best. I think it's the Cetaphil, I don't know if it'll focus, yeah, Cetaphil gentle skin cleanser. And the thing is like, I have the large bottle, but I have this travel size bottle, and I actually just like refill it, and it helps. So I love this stuff because it's not too harsh on my skin, even on any part. It says all skin types, so I trust it, but it's with an oily T-zone and a dry, normal dry cheeks, chin area. I feel like this is the best product out there. So if I do have makeup on, and after I do my makeup remover wipe, my first wash is with this, kind of just to get the rest of that dirt off, because I don't want to go in with my skincare with dirt still on my face. The whole point of it is just like, let's treat the skin, and if you have makeup as a layer over that, then you're not treating the skin, you're just treating the makeup. So yeah, I don't have makeup on today, so I can actually just go into my regular face wash. So to start off, I use, this is Kiehl's, let me see, I'll focus. Okay, Calendula Deep Cleansing Foaming Face Wash. And both of these products, I like it on my face because there's, again, balanced, also really balanced. It has some oils in it, and it smells great. So it has, one of the things that I really liked, there's a flower oil in it, and I think that's from, it just smells really nice, especially when I'm washing on my face. So I'll put this on. So when you wash off your face, you want to use warm water, just to open up your pores. I think that's kind of the basic thing, but if you didn't already know that, you should do that. Not hot, warm. The fan just turned on. There was this face wash that I bought from Japan, and it really kind of, it dried out my face so much. Everything, so it was like a kit when I was there, and I tried the face wash. I'm like, I don't like this stuff, but the rest of it was really good, just not the face wash. So it may be that that can happen for you if you like start getting into skincare and you buy like these full sets. It may be that like one thing might not work with your skin. When I wash my face, and it's kind of dry because I'm talking at the same time, I like to sing happy birthday twice. It's kind of like if you were washing your hands, you're supposed to sing happy birthday twice. Or I think the other rule is that you sing the ABCs once through, and that's supposed to kill off all the germs. For me, I feel like the same thing applies to my face skin. I want to get all of like I mean, they don't put the ingredients in here for nothing. So I want to get all those ingredients into my face while my pores are still open. So normally when you first put water in your face, you want to put warm water to open up your pores. And for me, I also like to rinse off with warm water first. And there's a little bit of, I'm leaving the soap on here. There's a little bit of a weird sciencey reason for that. And that's because soap, I don't know, soap molecules have on one end, they attract the water, and on the other end, it attracts the dirt. So like if you ever look at the chemical compound of soap, you'll see, or it'll, just Google how does soap work, and it'll tell you that. So my logic is that while my pores are still open and there's still dirt in it and I have soap in my skin, I want to make sure that my pores are still open when I rinse off the soap / dirt. So I rinse my face off with warm water first, and then I go in with the cold water to close it up before I'll close it up. So I'll go ahead and do that. All right, so now it's time to dry my face. Now when you dry your face, you want to do a clean cloth, and you want to just pat it on. Don't go like that. That's so bad for your skin because it reduces elasticity. A lot of times I want to be lazy and just kind of like, oh, let me just go ahead and dry off my face, but it's not good. Don't want to create more wrinkles when nature is already doing that for you pretty much every time you're underneath the sun. So like, it's not okay. Now if I have time, this is a part where I would do a face mask, and I bought this giant pack from Japan, and I still haven't like finished it. It's like a brightening mask, but I think for some people, whenever I post a story on my Instagram, it's probably because I'm using a different face mask and it's like animal themed or something, but I like those too. So yeah, so after you dry your face, normally do a face mask, but I'm gonna skip the face mask today because I normally just do this when I want to relax. I'm gonna go in straight to my toner. So for my toner, and this is like my first thing where I'm like, oh, I'm using this product, and then I found out that it worked for me. So I actually used to use it's still like pretty much like a full bottle, and the text is written off of it because I take it with me to travel, but it's this Duraleak, really can't see it, it's supposed to say activating water essence, and I moved on from that. I mean, I'll probably go back to it if I run out of this one, which is from Lush. It's their Aroma Water. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the description says gentle hydrating rose and lavender toner that soothes the skin and calms the mind. So pretty much great for going to bed, and it's really late right now, it's 10:35, so I gotta get right on that. With a lot of toners, and I found out that I was using this wrong. So before I read the instructions, which is so unlike me, I would just spray it on my cotton pad and then put on my face. But apparently with this one, it works more like a, ooh, why is it leaking? Oh. It works more like a finishing spray. So I'm supposed to spray it on my face and then dab off the excess. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then any excess, I'm gonna go ahead and just pat off with my cotton pad. Okay. All right. So next thing would be my serums. So because I have this weird combination thing going on, I'm not a huge fan of using a ton of moisturizers. So I go more for serums myself. So one of the things that you should have if you don't have one is a vitamin C serum. There was one that I used to use that was in a little dropper bottle, but this is, oh, if you notice I'm using Kiehl's. I like their stuff. So this is Kiehl's powerful strength line reducing concentrate. And on the packaging, it actually said that you'll feel a bit of warmth, and I do feel that. So I just do a little drop, and then I'm gonna just put little pads of it in my wrinkly, or where I have fine lines. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I actually have really fine lines underneath my eyes and where my smile lines are, so like right next to my dimples. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this before it dries out because I'm talking too much. I know there's some like dropper ones where you apply it all over your face. You can use those too, but I don't. But maybe I will. You never know. Maybe in a month from now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that. Now I'm gonna wait a little bit. Once it gets warm, I know that's like in my skin, but it hasn't yet. So while that's drying, I'm gonna go into where I kind of split off in my skincare routine. So because I have this T-zone that's oily, and then I keep saying this and I will repeat myself, this normal dry chin cheek area, I normally go for a facial oil in this place and then a different kind of serum here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on. Let's see if it'll focus. Yep, there we go. So this is Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. So the description says essential oils and distilled botanicals to visibly restore the skin, the appearance of skin by morning, which is exactly what I want it to do. Put a couple drops on each cheek, and I'll go ahead and massage it to the rest of my face. And I'm gonna just go ahead and carry that also to my neck. Alright, so it's massaged and it's not like greasy, it's just it looks like I have moisture in my face, which is ideal. But yeah, I like how this stuff makes my face feel in the morning. It just feels like awake. So I added the oil to my cheeks and my chin and my neck. Now I have a different product because of my oily T-zone that I add on here, and that's going to be Caudalie. This is their Vino Perfect Radiance Serum. So this is actually, I think this is a sample, and I found that I really like it. And you can't really tell because the bottle's pretty opaque, but it's this milky texture, and I like it a lot. I love Caudalie's because of this oily T-zone situation. I like Caudalie's mattifying, this stuff, Venosource moisturizing mattifying fluid. So if you have oily skin, this is the best moisturizer. But I am using their serum for this spot right here, and it just adds moisture back onto my skin without the feeling of like having oil adding oil on oily skin. 3 drops. I think that actually looks pretty. So go ahead and massage that. Okay, so I do circular motions, and the serum's pretty milky up until a point where it starts to really soak into your skin, and when it does, it's like my skin becomes a little bit taut, and you can see it pulling. So now I know that it's like in my skin. It's done. But yeah, so I went through all those products super quick, but I'm actually down to my last one, and that's for my under eyes. So I didn't really talk about this, but I avoid, if you notice how I applied everything, I actually avoided the under eyes except for that vitamin C serum, because the skin underneath your eyes are a little, is thinner, and it's a little bit more sensitive. You're not supposed to really kind of pull on it or tug on it. So what I use as my under eye treatment, because I have deep set eyes, is this creamy, I don't know if it'll focus. What are you doing, bro? Okay, creamy eye treatment with avocado. Now I saw, I forget who it was, Miss Universe, forget her name, Miss Universe, the one that won last year from the Philippines. She loves this stuff. She was like, oh, I like it because it has like a green tint to it, and it does. So I have the foil still left because I like turning it over and having a little bit of product be on the lid, and I don't know, I just didn't feel like taking out the foil. I also use it in the morning, and it kind of neutralizes the darkness underneath my eyes. It just makes it pop and a little bit brighter, and it kind of comes out to be like a little bit, let me put it somewhere, a little bit shiny once I start massaging it. And I normally switch between these 3 fingers when I massage it in underneath my eyes, but so I don't want to pull on my under eyes. I made that mistake before when I used to do eyeliner. I used to pull on the corners of my eyes, and I don't do that anymore. One, because I'm a lot better at applying my eyeliner now, and 2, if you do that, you're stretching out your skin underneath your eyes, and that you can't really fix. And then if I have a little bit of product left on my skin, or on my fingers, so I'm just gonna apply the rest of it over my eyes. You can't really tell, but I don't know. I mean, I can tell, I guess, because I'm in the room, but my eyes automatically look brighter, I guess, underneath my eyes. The last thing I do like to do before I go to bed is after I do the under eye stuff, I also like to put lip balm on. This is also from my best friend Andrea, so she is just hooking me up. I mean, she's getting married next year, but she's hooking me up with all this super cute stuff. So yeah, that was my whole skincare routine. Now if you guys have any questions, I'm figuring this out. If you guys are still figuring it out, I'm also figuring it out. And if you haven't figured it out, then you know what, give me tips and pointers. I'd be glad to hear them. Especially if you have the same type of skin as I do. I'm constantly looking, like I'm just looking up new stuff. Like if there's anything I can switch off for any of these, not that I easily want to do that, but you know, if it happens to work better for my skin, I am going to jump the gun on that. If you have any questions about any of the products, I mean, you can always go back and pause and, you know, look it up on Sephora. I mean, these are all pretty much from Sephora, but you can always pause and grab all this stuff. And my morning routine isn't that different. I do change out a couple of the products, or a couple of the products, but we're not really a couple more, just like one right now. But yeah, so if you have any questions, just let me know. And happy skin treating, to have a good skincare thing. I don't know what I'm trying to do, but have happy beautying and hope you guys have a good night. Bye.